All right, let's put her in gear. I'm gonna leave her in the non-sport mode, and let's see how she sounds if I've created more of a problem. And so far, you know, it's interesting. Like right now, this speed right here, would I really know that I made this a side exhaust? I don't know yet. So that is interesting because it sounds very similar to what it was, which that's encouraging. And I can definitely hear a little bit more to the right, but at the same time, I don't think you'd know. Get back on the road here. With all the traffic and the get-go here. I wonder if the kid thinks I texted the kid that it's all done. Does she like it? I don't know yet. Let's kind of get out here. And so it still sounds good. That's a good thing. And is it a lot noisier in the interior? Not really. So that's comforting. As I was concerned a little bit about this getting more noisy, a lot more of a drone in the interior, but that's not happening, so that's a great thing. So once again, for Mac and Cheese, I think it did a great job. That was kind of meant to be at that side exhaust tip, so wowsker, right? Not too shabby. But now, this truck is frickin' stiff. If I grab this too fast, this whole drink is gonna be in my lap. I mean, man, it's so warm in this truck. It's too warm. Something about a two-door truck, two-door vehicles, small vehicles, man, once it gets warmed up, you're like burning up. All right, so far I'm enjoying my new exhaust. And what's really good here is I can now get the spare tire in this truck, so that's a great thing. I can get that thing out of the way, sit around my shop, and be back on the truck. And if you're running down the road, get a flat tire, then I know that I can change out the tire, which that's a good thing too, right? A lot. Kind of surprised that Koons Baltimore Ford didn't do that. That's what I would have done. I'm kind of surprised that they didn't do what I just modified from what they did. I hate this, the ways, the crap, the voices, drives you nuts. All right, now we are in the non-performance mode, so I'm going to change it. Where is the sport? Can't remember. I just can't keep track of all this damn stuff. All right, so now we're in the sport mode. So that definitely changes the shift patterns. Does it change the ECM? I don't know. Got a lot of noise going on here, but now it's just a little bit more free-spirited. It really does open up the vehicle where it is more free-spirited. And I can hear that exhaust. Oh, this type of day here, where this thing will be sideways. All right, I got the student driver here in front of me, which, there you go. Sweet. It's always about that exhaust note, isn't it? Isn't that something? How it's always about. So it definitely gives you a little bit more closeness to that exhaust. So yeah, it is a little bit more fun for sure. So was it worth it? I think it was, because you do really hear that exhaust. Woohoo! Yeah, woohoo! That was worth it. Yeah, that was worth it. Yeah, fun time for sure. A huge difference on the drive yesterday. So yesterday at this time I was driving an electric Dodge Charger. So what a huge difference in the fun time of the Dodge Charger electric vehicle, fake exhaust note, to this vehicle here. I mean, huge. kids gonna love this. Yeah, the kids are gonna be head over heels on this deal right here, because it really is. It really is a difference. And the good news is, it wasn't too radical on the bill. There's a lot of hands in the pot, though. That's what people understand, is when you pay these people to do work, it ain't just Mac. But I had a great time. Great video. People like the video. It won't be monetized because of all this music in the background, but whatever. It's all good. So now we're at the lights. He's very quiet. Let's put the window up and let's see. Let's go back to the auto. I think I'll do that when I'm not going through the lights. Once we kind of get up the road, we'll see if this thing at the auto non-sport mode gives you that sound I was getting earlier. But with the window up, it is so cool. I mean, it really is. I don't know what that rattling noise is. Something over there in the door, I think, which you can really hear that a lot through the truck. So see if that changed anything there for you. All right, so here we go, coming off the line. Okay, now we're getting more into the open road, and like I say, the sports side keeps a little bit more of aggressive shifting. Oh, goodness gracious. Yeah, how to get yourself in trouble? Just drive this thing here. We're not really going that fast, which that's a good thing, but if there's a cop up the road, you would think I was, because it's making so much noise. It'll be kind of interesting to hear this exhaust through some of these underpasses and other places. Definitely have some fun with this thing today. Yeah, do I sound like I should be a NASCAR guy? It definitely sounds like it, doesn't it? Woo, this thing's fun. This thing's so much fun, and I mean, it's relatively fast for what it is, and that's what I say. To put a supercharger on this thing, I think I'd probably lose my license, and I think I'd probably crash this truck. I just think it's... and all the police are hanging out today. Police have been having a hell of a time writing tickets because we've had so much lousy weather. I guarantee you January was one of the least ticket writing months for them in a long time because of the weather. It just wasn't, you know. There's one sitting right over there under the bridge waiting for the troublemakers. Alright, let's see if we get a little bit of noise under this bridge here for you. Uh-oh. Camping World, so that means must be just them. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go back to the auto mode and the wrong way. Let's see here. Just go back to auto, normal. And let's see if this thing drops into that drone noise. And like Mac and Cheese was saying back there, that muffler kind of created that noise. So now we're just kind of in the lag mode. Okay, but there it is. So see, you still get it. Isn't that interesting? So it didn't go away. So that's probably more about the engine going into a deactivation mode. That's just going to, regardless, is going to create that obnoxious, ugly ass noise. Just, you know, it's just a yick. Yickety yackety, right? It sounds like it's limping along. So you really kind of need the sport mode to kind of give this thing some light. And, nope, gotta go the other way. So you gotta kind of go to the sport mode to kind of get that deactivation thing out. And that's what it's all about. It's about the engine going into a deactivation mode to save fuel. So now you can see I didn't change gears, I didn't change speed really, and it's more about that engine deactivating, I guess, certain cylinders. It was my guess. Really cool. So just kind of rolling down the road, this thing doesn't really get obnoxious. That was a very big concern of mine, was relocating that exhaust closer to the cab really would become just annoying. There's such a fine line in modifying cars, changing things out, and especially when it comes to exhaust, where it's really either you love it or you hate it. Right now it's really nice, so I feel good about what I did. It wasn't radically expensive, and that's a great thing. And as I said earlier, I'm amazed at Kuhn's Baltimore Ford. The guys, if I'd have been in the back shop, I'd be like, why are we taking the spare tire off the truck? And why are we doing this? We can go out the side of this truck and it'd sound just as good or better and look better and cleaner. Got to get gas. So how much is gas now? I usually go to the Sam's Club or Costco and get my fuel because it's usually 20 cents, 30 cents a gallon cheaper, and it's convenient where I live. So that's what I'm going to do right now. Let's see what the Sam's price of fuel is. Let's see if we get a bit of gurgle, pop. With this thing slowing down, it kind of does its own little downshifting. And there's the kid. There's my child. Calling me right now. Let's see what she has to say. And the ride. Yeah, baby.
How does the truck sound?
Great.
Does it sound any different?
It sounds like the same, but it sounds better. So we didn't lose that really cool sound. It's a little closer to you, so you kind of get a little bit more of that in your face.
Wow.
But it's really nice.
How much did it cost?
$450.
That's not bad.
Right, better than I was. Yeah, I mean, it worked out really well. We took off the muffler, so now we're really just straight piped off the back of the catalytic converters.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then now we can put the spare tire back on because all the exhaust is out of there. It blocked it off. I'm surprised Koons Baltimore Ford didn't do it this way from the get-go. It's just a better setup.
Did they like the truck at all?
Say what?
Did they like the truck?
Oh, yeah, heck yeah.
Are you using the keychain that I usually use with the sparkly thing?
Oh, yeah, they all laughed at that. They're like, gee, such a nice keychain. Wow. Wow, this is your keychain? Oh, you're so manly. I'm like, yeah, I'm so manly.
Yeah, that's funny.
All right, I'm getting gas. Sounds like you got a project. When you get home for Mama, Mama's pissed as hell about all the dog crap.
I know, I'm on my way home.
Well, sounds like you got a doggy cleanup on aisle 5.
I miss Prince so much.
I'm sure you will till you see his poop. All right, I gotta get out and get fuel, baby. All right, there we are. What's the price of fuel, right? All right, you can see it's 306, 307 here. And does the prices go up? Probably. You know what? It cracks me up. Yesterday, I did a video on how eggs aren't $10, $12 a dozen. That's a bunch of BS. Incredible how all the BS gets all the... You ever notice? You know what gets all the attention on social media is people lying. People like to lie, and that's how they get attention. That's all it is. It's a bunch of BS. They create all this drama, and it's all fake news. Fake social media. I'm going to start making the new saying that fake social media is rampant, and it's huge. It's so bad. Yeah, so instead of fake news, fake social media. How about that idea? Oh, I'll put an 87 octane in this motor because it's a detuned 5.0 Coyote motor. If you think putting premium in this vehicle is going to make it be faster, it ain't. You get better mileage. Nope. It's a detuned 5.0 Coyote. 87 octane is recommended fuel in my world. Now, if it's supercharged, yes, have to put premium in. All right, there you are. $47.70 some odd cents for some fun time. And the electric vehicle person be like, well, I didn't have to spend that type of money like you did. I spent a whopping $10 at my house, which should be about right. But in the real deal of the real world, if you went to one of these gas stations, a charging station, and you had to put back in 80 kilowatts of energy out of your 100 kilowatt battery, you would have been at $40. So it's only when you're charging at home you have somewhat of a savings, but it's not free. And that's what's so misunderstood in the electric car market. I think people go buy an electric car thinking they can go charge it for free. It's funny that people think that stuff. So here at the light, and not loud by any means, but I'm back into normal mode, and I got to go back to the sport mode to get this engine deactivation thing out of this damn thing. So which way is it? Nope, it's all always to the right, to the right, to the right. Can't remember that. To the right. Turn that knob to the right. So it's our fuel economy, 17.7. Does it change? You know, it could go up a little bit. I wouldn't think much. It's possible. That's kind of cool in here. I had it was burning up here earlier. So yeah, the truck is a lot of fun. The race truck. Now the sports side of the truck really does give this truck such a much more fun. It gives it such a nice ripe appetite. I mean, listen to this thing. It is just so much fun. I mean, as I say, if this thing had a lot more power, I think I'd get myself in trouble. A lot of trouble. I mean, this thing isn't like super ass fast, but it's just a fun type of fast. And this thing just has such more of a soul, your soulmate. The Charger, those electric vehicles, they just don't give you what these ICE vehicles give you. I mean, you'll argue with an electric vehicle person that's hell-bent electric vehicles, like, nah. You don't get the same type of fun out of that gas engine. It's just, you don't get it. I'm sorry. You can't have fun with a blow-up doll. That's what you're getting. I mean, that's what I would use the example as, go get the blow-up doll or go get the real lady. In my world, that's pretty much how it is. All right, it's the race to the front. We always have the race for the left-hand lane. Woohoo, right? Does it sound like a race truck? I think it sounds like a race truck personally. I mean, come on. This thing's all race truck right now. All race truck. Get a little windows down. You get a lot of noise. But we'll just kind of see how this thing sounds going through the tunnel. Do you think you're at Bristol? Is this the NASCAR Truck Series? I mean, come on. Is that some fun or what? Yeah. Did I get that excitement out of that Charger yesterday? Hell no. Hold your breath and don't say anything when you're in an electric vehicle. That's kind of what it is, Here's another. If I get myself in a lot of trouble, be an undercover cop around here somewhere and probably bust my ass. Here we go, under the tunnel. Yep, there you go. These underpasses is the most fun part right here. So I'll kind of tame it down a little bit right now. It's our 9th gear. Shit happens here. What gear does it grow to? It's the 3rd gear. Woo! That's pretty impressive. Wow. Oh my gosh. This thing's just, yeah, you do this all day long, what's gonna happen? I'll be having to plead guilty in this one, right? It's just so much fun. Golly. It's the tunnels that really kind of get it. Yeah. one more before I get myself in trouble? Yeah, it's tempting, isn't it? All right. You talk me into it. But you live it more fun. Say 10th gear, 9th. Having fun. Was it worth it? Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Wow. Worth every cent, everybody. And I was questioning myself this morning. I just about said, I'm not going to go. It's a rainy, cold, freezing ass day. And I really was borderline thinking, is it really worth it? Plus, I was thinking, it's just going to be like a $1,000, $1,500 bills. I was like, I just don't really want to spend that type of money. I'm just not in a position to do that. I'm in a slower time of year in my business. So, in so many ways, I was just kind of like, is it really worth it? I really started kind of second guessing myself. And so, for the record, I said, you know what? Let's do it. And now, for the record, wow. Yeah, for the record, I'm glad I did it. Because it's a lot of fun. As we come down around to here. Chill out. That one guy back there did alarms. He claims there's some guy with a red-eye Gold Rush Charger that apparently had his taken away from him. So the story is they don't know. They don't know if the guy's lying or not, but he's making it sound like somebody came by and picked it up at the tow truck and stole it. But the other story is they think that it was repoed and he just doesn't want to admit it. So this happened in Woodbridge, Virginia. It was a gentleman there talking about that he does car security. And he was just saying about he was really was intrigued with my Gold Rush Challenger. All he's seen is Gold Rush Chargers. So he was sharing this guy here, that Mercedes. Did I spark that guy's wanting to make some noise? There's my friend Gary, who's got the Hellcat Plum Crazy right here. He goes to the car show every week, and sadly he lost his wife. Sadly, hearts and prayers for him. And it's breaking up, warming up, and I'm heading on back home to see the poop show. That guy goes, acting like Mr. Wild Ass. Yeah, the guy in the Mercedes is way up there hauling ass. Yeah, hope the boys hide out. These guys hide out up in this area all the time. So I feel sorry for that guy. There's something parked way up there on the right-hand shoulder. I don't think that's a cop up there, but if it is, I doubt it. Hope not, because he's going to find out the hard way. But everybody's racing now. Look, everybody's racing. It's 45 mile an hour speed limit. It's the race. Where's everybody racing to go to? Somebody's car, I think, is broken down. Is it a Porsche? Looks like it. And that's, is it a Porsche or is it a Mercedes? I can't tell. All right, let's see what we got going on here. What is that? Yep, Porsche. All my antics. Still holding 17 miles per gallon. That's not too shabby, is it? Now, this truck is more fun than that Shelby Super Snake I had, and the exhaust, that Shelby Super Snake truck that I had, two-door. This truck is so much more fun than that vehicle. It really is. And it was half the price. And the exhaust note is huge. That truck sounded like a vacuum cleaner when I used to nail it. The exhaust was so clogged. And in fact, if I had known about mac and cheese back at that time, I probably would have taken it there and had it modify that exhaust. It may have changed things, but the biggest thing was that was a big monthly payment. It was just too much money. And I started to realize over time and how that truck just wasn't really the sought-after truck. It'd be years and years. And then the Shelby Tuscany Corporation, they told there'd only be one of 280 or 300 built, and they lied about that. And I just, you know what, I'm out. Yeah, be careful, everybody out there is buying these new Shelby GT350s from Shelby American that's claiming they're only going to make so many. They're full of crap. They are full of crap. You're going to buy that GT350, and I can guarantee you, the next year they'll do it all over again. Here's my Dulles Dodge service. Okay, getting home. Now I got to turn around. I'm going to turn back around, go get the Dodge Charger. It just doesn't end, man. I tell you, having like damn cars and changing oil and doing this and doing that, it just doesn't end. On the live behind the wheel of the steering wheel. Yeah, got to grab the kid. It's so interesting that the Dodge guys at Leesburg Dodge cannot figure out how to fix my HomeLink. The HomeLink has never worked in that Dodge Charger. And my service guy, he didn't even know what the HomeLink was. He was like, what's a HomeLink? So anyways, I had him try to fix it, but they can't figure it out. They don't think there's anything wrong with it. They think that I'm the problem and doesn't know how to program it. I'm like, okay, well, I've got how many Mopar products that are all programmed correctly? And this one, I can't figure it out, but whatever. Okay. And we're going to just turn right back around and probably let the daughter drive back, or I don't know, maybe I'll drive. So let's see what she feels about the truck. All right, is anybody home? Oh, the wife's still here. I couldn't see my Grand Wagoneer. So we're back in just to turn around and go back out. That's what we're going to do right now. So stay tuned.